guys, and welcome to another draft with your host XPooX. We're going to see how this one goes right away. We're taking a look here, and there is not that much in this pack that is super deep. There is Touch of the Eternal, which is a huge bomb. I'm not sure if I want to take it. Alright, sorry about that guys, having a little technical difficulty with my mic volume. So you haven't missed much, just the first pack, the Public Execution. I didn't decide whether or not I wanted to take the Big White Nasty or not. So there's a couple of decisions in this pack. There's a Divine Verdict if I had have gone white. There's a Turn to Slag, and so far not much red to speak of, which means our opponent did rare draft. There's a Murder here, which I'm inclined to take because I'm already in black, and that's going to be the pick. Hopefully to wheel Warbound Dead. I don't know if I see that happening though. So it looks like the black is worn out. There's an Intrepid Hero, which does seem quite good to my eyes. However, pacifism is just removal. And I'm happy playing black-white if we can pick up some. It sucks getting pushed into a different color, but pacifism is so splashable. I feel like we could definitely take it. I think probably you could go ahead and take Intrepid Hero over the pacifism. It sucks that I'm passing Intrepid Hero because this will definitely put somebody in white. I don't know how good this card is. It seems to me like it's good, like get a lot of value against against a green deck, but you never know. Pacifism's definitely the pick though, so I'm gonna go ahead and snap that up. So our choice here is essentially Essence Drain, Worklamp Mastiff, Crippling Blight. There's a War Falcon, which I don't necessarily know if this is going to be a Falcon deck or not. Between Essence Drain and Crippling Blight, I'm inclined to take the Essence Drain, considering that white hopefully will be able to pick up some low drops. One of these two guys. There is a Tricks of the Trade, which is pretty nice. Yevis Force Mage, which does what you want to do if you're in those colors. But I'm just going to take the Essence Drain and be happy with that. So here we have Guardians, which is the kind of creature this deck likes to have, lots of Exalted. There's a Blood Reckoning, which I'm not so sure about. Mark of the Vampire, which can be pretty good, but is like totally blank against some decks. Like if you go Mark of the Vampire and they go Searing Spear and your creature dies, you just 2-for-1 yourself quite easily. So I'm going to take the Guardians, not 100% sure, but I like the going deep on the Exalted. Obviously we're going to take Angelic Benediction because it hosed us. There's a Rummaging Goblin, there's a Courtly Provocateur, a Gem of Becoming, and an Archaeomancer. Welkin Tarn is coming back really late. This means probably nobody's drafting aggressive blue so far. Welkin Tarn's a really nice card for those colors. But I'm going to take the Angelic Benediction because it has the most important keyword I feel like in M13, and also when a creature attacks, being able to tap their only blocker is just a big game. So we have a choice here. There's a Fervor, which I assume could be good if you get the right deck. There's a Grizzly Bears here, which I don't think our deck needs. There's a nice Tempo card, which I like, and then there's the White Ring. So I wouldn't fault anybody for taking the Ring of Vengeance over the Bloodhunter Bat here, but I think I'd rather have the Flyer. Evasion always does a little bit better, and I think we could probably pick up an on-color Ring later than I think we need. So we're here for doing a nice little hate. I think probably the strongest card in the deck is Entrancer. I don't think you can go deep on Gemini Tomb. It just seems like it's a 2-turn cost for one card, and it just doesn't really do what you want it to do. So I think I can take the Entrancer there, and well, I didn't really have to make the decision. I am going to take the Touch of the Eternal. Whether I play it or not, it'll be a different story. That's a really late turn to Slag. If only this was 1 red, not double red. I'll take the Battleflight Eagle. I mean, it is a flyer. You know, I'll continue to cut white. Somebody can have the Entrancer if they... Entrancer, whatever it is. They can have it if they want it. So I'm pretty happy. We've got 4 nice removal spells. We've got... we need like a couple of Avens and you know, some other guys to sort of go deep on the Exalted theme, but I feel like Angelic Benediction is a really sweet card. So here we'll just take the... Is it really worth taking a Spiked Baloth? I'll give somebody the Spiked Baloth just for signaling purposes. I find, in my own reading and research in drafting, that cutting one color, as I've taken exactly the same amount, I don't really want to get negated, but it's okay. Cutting one color is really important in the first pack. She seems like she's stronger than a last pick to me, but we'll see, I guess. This is Swiss, which I do tend to play while I'm learning the format, just because, I mean, I don't have a better excuse than it just costs me less money. So I hope you guys like my first video. I did record another one, but I wasn't very happy with the results, so I'm probably not going to upload it. Alright, we're back, and we are going to pick Nafox. First pick, Flying Exalted, Gigantic Demon. Whenever he attacks, somebody sacks a creature. That's a pretty sweet bomb to get. I'm pretty happy to open that. In terms of making sure we know what's in the pack, nothing super exciting. I think probably Prey Upon and Sentinel Spider are the strongest cards in the pack. Next to Unsummon, I like Watercourser, some people don't. I think Moanvili, I'm just going to call her Moani because I really don't care to learn how to pronounce that, is not as good as people think. I think she's going to get you burnt more times than she's going to get you filthy. So that's a sweet pick for us. We might play Touch of the Eternal, but I don't know. It's pretty big. In our opening hand, it just is going to feel so unbelievably shitty. However, Neferox, Overlord of Grixis, is just sick nasty. I mean, he's a 5/5 flying exalted. So there's pacifism in the pack. It sucks that we are not going to be able to snap up Duty Bound Dead, because that is definitely the type of creature we want to go deep on in this deck. Maybe, I don't know if it's correct at all to ship the pacifism in order to get that creature. I don't think it's ever correct to ship the removal for this guy. I mean, I just don't think it's right. There's the Sunpetal Grove worth nothing. Fog Bank, which is really nice if you're doing Dirtles. There's a Deadly Recluse, which is just removal, and Elvish Visionary, which is a nice little card for green. And we'll move on to the next pack. Boom, Knight of Infamy. That's exactly the kind of creature we want. We're going really... There's also an Encrust and a off-color ring. The Ravenous Rats might be okay. The Evolving Wilds is definitely something I'd like to see. I don't expect it to come back. But the Knight of Infamy, we already have 4 Exalted Creatures, and I'd like to pick up as many Exalted Creatures as we possibly can, given the fact that we have a bunch of Exalteds in. Well, choice between a splashable removal spell, and I have Double Pacifism Murder and Essence Drain, and Public Execution, which is 5 removal spells, and a Duty Bound Dead. I think I'm just going to take the on-color card. And some people might be like, no, Flames of Firebrand is so splashable, but if I can prevent myself from splashing, I'm going to. Even though this most often or not, this is just a 2-for-1. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an argument for just taking the Flames of the Firebrand here, and I definitely think that probably could be right, but I really want to get this Exalted theme going. As you notice, we're not really getting there with white cards, so we have a choice here between Liliana Shade, which if it was flying I would say is the pick. There's a Battlefield Eagle and a Crusader. Between these two guys, the Keldon Warlord seems like it could be good, but I guess I'm just going to take it for a sweet Exalted Basher. I mean, if I have like 3 Exalted guys out plus him, he's a 6/6. And that might just be like, I might just be romancing myself a little bit. Well, I don't want a random Dirtle. Chandra's Fury is kind of like a Lava Ox that doesn't really do that much. I mean, it kills our Knight of Infamy, but that's it. And this card just is so brutal to play against. If they are on the play and they counter your turn 3 play, it just doesn't. It's just not good. So we're being cut in both the colors we want to be in. Would I splash a green for a Prey Upon? I think I definitely take the Prey Upon. Shipping the Essence Scatter, but I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Obviously, Warclamp Mastiff is going to be the pick here. I don't think I take Island Swamp. And a mountain, hey? I mean, maybe it would have been good to represent that. I don't know. None of these cards really do anything. I'm not taking Pillar Fields. Let's see here. Just hate the Plummet, I guess. Pick up that Duty Bound Dead from that pack that I wanted to get it in. These are all just random Dirtles. And these are all just random Dirtles. Oh, there's still a Ranger's Path there. So I like our list so far. I mean, we got Double Pacifism, Murder, Benedict, Essence Drain, Public Execution. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Exalteds. You can have your Bountiful Harvest if you want. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm hoping we can pick up some nice value in pack 3. I'd like to open a Johnny. That would really make me happy. Not just because he would be pretty sweet in this deck, but because I really, really like him. He's my favorite Planeswalker. Okay. Favorite creature is a battlefield. That's kind of funny. So, in our colors, let's see, we have nothing really important. The Searing Spear obviously would be a nice splash. The Servant and Afox is going to be what gets in the deck. I hate passing this guy. He's really unbeatable. Whenever another creature put X. However, I have answers for him, so I'm not too worried. I really want to go deep on Exalted, so I think I'm just going to snap up. Maybe we'll get the Eraser, the Crusader from that pack and just go ultra deep. Well, that's another Knight of Infamy and another Angelic Benediction. The reason I like Angelic Benediction is I just got fucking hosed by it, but I have a feeling that Knight of Infamy is going to be a little bit better for us. That's a really hard pick. I feel like I need the 2-drop more. Maybe we'll get the Servant back and everything will be lovely. Hide that. Let's see. We got 18 playables right now, so let's... What we really need is some... is a big bomb, but we're not gonna... we'll see a big bomb at this point. Excuse all the burps. My stomach was upset. And I'm burping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Safe Passage and Mind Rot. Not what we want to be doing. There's an Elvish Archdruid, which does some nice things. I wish that was an on-color ring. I think maybe the Kite Sail is what we take. It's hard to know. I don't think we're playing Safe Passage in this deck. I don't think we're playing Duress either. Non-creature, non-land card from that player. Discard that. Nah, I don't think we're playing Duress. I mean, maybe Duress is the card to take, just to take out people's spells as a sideboard option. I think maybe that's what I'll do. Alright, let's see. Talrand's Invocation, which is just a goddamn beating. I think for the first time ever I'm going to take the Mana Fixing. I don't think I'm taking Bloodthrone Vampire, and hating Talrand's Evocation, just even though it straight up beats us, doesn't seem like it's what I want to be doing at this moment. Wow, there's a lot of blue action coming to us. Do we have enough Knights and Soldiers to run this guy? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. You are not a playable. The other choices would be to take a Zombie Goliath, which is not what this deck wants to be doing, so we'll take the Falcon. Here I think Show of Valor will be a nice trick. I don't think we need another Worklamp Mastiff. He's nice, but I think I'd rather have the Show of Valor. Even though that might not be perfectly correct. Man, I got beaten so bad by Roaring Primadox. But there is a Ravenous Rats, there's also a Rain of Blades. We got 21 right now, one of those is a land. I'm going to slam Rain of Blades here. I'm not sure if I'm happy about that. I'll take the Erase for the sideboard option. Maybe I should have took the Distant Tomb. I'll take the Unsummon because I don't want to get beaten by it. Not sure whether this deck is playing either of these two guys, but it's nice to have the 1-drops. So yeah, I definitely should have picked up the wolves there. I don't think we're playing double Show of Valor, but you never know. We got to pick up our Kite Sail anyway. I think it's... I'm just gonna hate the tricks. I don't want to play against Tricks of the Trade. It's annoying. The 12 creatures right now. 23, just under 22 play. We'll also take the Bloodthorn Vampire. I don't know if I'm playing him or not. I'd rather he be a Ravenous Rats, but I mean, maybe we could go deep, put him on the stack. I mean, I'll probably play that. Anyway, alright, so we got a list. It's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with the Exalteds that we have. Hold on, my smell phone is ringing. And I'll see you guys for round 1. Should be a lot of fun. Be back in a... Alright guys, welcome back to deck construction. So, not sure if we're playing the Duress, but we're definitely playing the Double Duty Bound Dead, the Double Knight of Infamy, the Servant of the Nayfox, the Murder, the Bloodhunter Bat, Essence Drain, and Zombie Goliath, I think. I'm not sure about that. Public Execution for sure, and Servant of the Nayfox for sure. Or Nayfox himself. We got the Servant and Nayfox. Alright, and then we're going to play Mastiff, Pacifisms, Crusader, Guardians, Battleflight, and No, You're Bad. War Falcons is 21. Which would mean 19 lands. I'm definitely not playing 19 lands. So a second Show of Valor. Or Rain of Blades. I guess we go boom. I don't think I'm playing Guardian Lines. I mean, maybe they'd be good against blue decks. I don't know. Or against, not blue decks, green decks. Sure, let's sort by converted mana cost. Alright, we'll crack Evolving Wilds and go to add land. Let's see what this guy suggests. He says 7/9. And I think I'm okay with 7/9. This deck basically is just like beat them down and cast Neferox and hopefully don't get blown out by by Switcheroo. Well, let's hope the Exalted thing works for us. Alright, we're gonna see I'll see you guys for round 1.